Well, this might end up being a bit of a long video, but I'm going to talk about my Mars placement in my natal chart. So my Mars is in the 6th house. And the 6th house is traditionally ruled by Virgo. So that means I get along with a lot of Virgos sometimes. I get along with a lot of Virgo suns and things like that. But the ruling sign of the 6th house of my Mars is Gemini. And the other interesting part about it is on the cusp of the 6th and 7th is my descendant. So what astrology says is when you have a descendant anywhere, it's things that you've mastered in your past life. While Mars being in the 6th house as well, it also states that if wherever Mars is placed in your natal chart is what you've conquered and what you have strong. So in this field, it's the service and health and the workplace. That's like what the 6th house rules. So now me discussing that, this placement with Mars makes someone very proactive, overworking, just people can really just fall out and, just be taskmasters and want things, this happen here, happen there. Okay, what's happening now? Oh, that's happening, and so on. And what I mean about that is that in my specific case, so in my own natal chart, since it's with Gemini, and Geminis are the sign of duality, and me being a Leo, I have to work with that. But I do it fine because shout out to Star Orecul. She has a video titled "I Will Cut You," and I live for everything that she said in the video. So go watch her. I'll put the link to that video down there, but she's absolutely right. And she suggested this video as well. So thank you. Shout out to you, Star Orecul. Thank you. So this makes this placement, it being a Gemini, makes me a very, very hard worker. So some of the jobs I had is I've been an activist in San Francisco for a good portion of my life, probably like 5 or 6 years, give or take. And one of the other topics I'm definitely going to mention is feminism and my own perspective on it. Now, I'm a gay black man, and there's nothing in the world that's going to change that. There's nothing in the world that's going to stop me from being that. There's no label, there's no criteria, there's no anything that's going to stop me from being who the fuck I am right now, in this moment, and it's the future. So people can go with that with the homophobia bullshit. I've dealt with it, and I've seen it all. I've dealt with my own issues around sexuality as well, and I don't struggle with it. It's not a struggle. It's a triumph. It is a triumph. It is definitely a triumph because I know how I am, and I'm going to continue to be that way. So it is what it is. So Mars being in the 6th house, it can make someone very, very aggressive. I like in conversations and in most situations, I don't play. I have not necessarily a short fuse, but I'll cut some bullshit really quickly and be like, hey, this isn't going where it needs to be going. Here's why. And someone gives me some fake excuse. I don't deal with excuses. I don't deal with none of that. I'm like, no bullshit. Like you say that you can do something and you're going and you have the space and opportunity to do it, do it. And if you fuck it up, that's you being thick. No excuse. No excuse. But I digress. Let me continue talking about this Mars. Now, Mars can make you, in this place, can make you quite aggressive in the workplace. So you can have a lot of rivals. And it's funny being a Black gay queer activist and having rivals, because it just makes no sense. There's people who would like compare what they've done or what their work is to yours, and in a very, very interesting way. And I saw all of 2016 and people are talking about the left is eating themselves. They're eating themselves. And I sat there and I'm like, that couldn't be more dead on the truth. Because motherfuckers will eat themselves. They will eat themselves. So that's the deal. Like, and I just sat there and I'm like, okay, there's so much backstabbing, there's so much deception, there's so much vitriol, and people are saying that they're so, valued, or they're so what's the word I'm really looking for here? They talk about their own prestige, like, oh, I'm X, Y, and Z, or I'm from here and here, or from this board, or I had X, Y, and Z degree, and I'm like, okay. So what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with the lives that you save and the lives that you're affecting? Like, of course, it's cool that you come credentialed, but it's not about credential. It's about work and what the work is and how to do the work. Not about credential. Not about that. Not about that at all. I'm not hating on people who've gone through those avenues to get to where they've gone. That's not it. It's that y'all know what I'm talking about with that just one gesture. Just get your chin from out the fucking sky. What else can I say about my Mars placement? I was quite an aggressive child. I used to be called a name. My name is Dennis. I used to be called a name, Dennis the Menace, and I used to beat up kids when I was younger. I used to beat them up for calling me that. I'm like, okay, so you're gonna call me this kid, this little white privileged kid who runs around, bullies an old ass man, is the white version of a baby's kid. He is a white version of a baby's kid. I saw how he put poison ivy into a fucking bag. It had Mr. Wilson fucking stomp on it, and then he was itchy all over and shit. It's poison ivy from around the branch. I'm like, you little nut. So people used to call me that, and I'm like, okay, fine. You want the menace? I'll show you the menace. And that's something that the Mars placement here can bring. It's attitude this immature attitude that can come out, especially in the lower decans. And in my natal chart, it's in the lower decans. So decans, decans, whatever the fuck it is, I don't. Fuck it. I'm not PG-13. I am an adult. Okay. I'm gonna talk about adult shit. Don't put this on for your kids at all. At all. Yeah, scratch my nose and I touch my nose. It's my own personal fucking fidget, so get it. Y'all have fidget spinners, I have my fucking nose. The only thing that's less the only thing that beats the size of my nose is my anyway. I'm all giggly and shit, so a little bit high, so what's a 24-year-old to do in the world that's falling apart? With Fukushima radiation and shit. So half of California is irradiated and people don't want to talk about it, and there are people who are still eating poisonous ass sushi. Lots of other fucked up things as well. But let me continue on to, I keep on going off the fucking subject, but let me get back onto feminism. So technically I would be categorized as a feminist because of my work in the field I've worked in. Because a lot of the LGBT concepts are feminist concepts. And I'm probably going to be definitely quoted on that one, but a lot of the LGBT concepts are feminist concepts. All of the equality and stuff like that, and the marriage thing, and it being a state institution, and I was the weird person, you know, in my own social situation and being an activist in San Francisco and all that. That didn't care for gay marriage at all, but because I'm going to tell you the truth, because marriage as an institution is fucked up. It's only made to screw you over. We earned the right to screw each other over. That's the fuck we earned. And I just sat there, I'm like, we were fighting for a right to screw each other over? We could do better as gay people. Better. We could bring back courtship, which is an outdated act that straight people used to do. They used to court each other and be beautiful about it. That's what a gay man could do. Like, but no. Everyone wants to be thoughts and hoes and just to be all free and stuff. But you can't fix stupid. Can't fix stupid in the world. I at 24 years old, I learned I can't. I'm not spending my life to fix this stupid. I'm not gonna do it. People call themselves light workers, whatever the fuck they want to. Hopefully my videos can give you guys some insight on, you know, maybe a dark or difficult placement, because people do call this placement dark and difficult. It's not difficult. You could be 100 steps ahead of every fucking thing. Now, this house gives you all of the work, not just some of the work. It gives you all of the work. And with Mars being traditionally ruled by Aries and it being in Gemini, speeds it up. So my Mars can do polar shifts, jumps, flips, and all kinds of acrobatics. And it is what it is. Like, someone can come at me from one way and I can flip it all the way around. And that's what my Mars does. My Mars and Gemini is a table flipper turner, if you will. Because often I'm the rare person who in battles, because I used to do this in video games. I let people get me all the way down to towards the end, like closer or halfway or something, and then I start going real all out serious. And man, did people get pissed. People got so pissed at me when I pulled those kinds of strategies. A lot of times when people get into adversarial bouts with me, they don't last very long, because how I communicate is, you don't want to fuck with me. You don't. And at this point in my life, I am happy. I'm happy. I am so happy. Like, I have very, very, very few friends. I could probably count my friends on both my hands right now. I used to say I had a lot more. Even if that, I could improve my network, but right now it's just people know of me, but don't really know me. And that's definitely got to change, especially since I'm a participant of the world and all that's around me. Specifically. Anyway, thank you for viewing this long as hell video. Hopefully I got out the most information that I could. Is there anything else I want to say about feminism? Oh, yeah, it's women should stop, because men taking care of them is a good deal all around. Like, and people are looking at me like, oh, you're so Dennis, why are you saying that? No. That's the purpose. Like, men and women are supposed to be together. Like, it is what it is. It's the order of the universe. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm a gay man and I'm saying this. So I'm not saying that because I have issues with my own sexuality. No, I like men. And I'm not gonna stop. Like, and by me saying that, yes, of course the order came that way. But let's remember that women are portals, and we all, again, women are portals. Period. Literally. Women are portals. Live men and live women come out of women, so they are portals. And I need women to understand that that's power. Men can't do that shit. Go through hours of fucking labor. You have power. Power that supersedes anything a man can imagine. Just by your energy frequency. And then there's this idea that other women are. I think the problem with feminism is that there's women indoctrinating themselves that they are lesser. It's that they're indoctrinating themselves that they're lesser to triumph. Like, I have to teach you that you're oppressed for you to lead the oppressed. But inevitably, you cannot lead yourself out of oppression because you're an oppressed leader. You have to be free to liberate someone. You cannot be oppressed and liberate someone. And that's what these feminists need to understand. They are oppressed still and need to let it go. No man has picked them and said that they're lesser. No man has picked them and said that they can't do anything. Like, okay, one man may say that you can't do anything, but if you still fucking do it, you're still the man. are the human that's doing it. That's one. One still abundance. Before it becomes two, before it becomes three, and all the other fucking numbers, one is still abundance. Oh, I just have one. No, one is still abundance. One is still abundance.